Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night, my friends, April 1st. Welcome on in. Welcome. And tonight, just going to kind of probably pop around to a few things. Maybe. We'll see. But I just kind of was in the mood to just try out a few different games here. And see what's going on. With things. Sorry, I was having for a moment there. I wasn't hearing anything. But yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy and all those things. Kicking butt, taking names, getting things done, and enjoying life along the way. We're gonna try jumping into some Wreckborn. You see, I've played about 15 minutes of it, and I kind of got the gist of it, but there's a lot more to it than what a hell of a lot more to it than what I got in 15 minutes. Definitely very indie. Definitely, you know, that's got that indie jank to it. But interesting nonetheless. I felt like it was interesting enough to go and stream it for you guys. So that is what we're going to do here. I don't remember. Oh man, we're getting like a good, Star Fox. What is this? Corneria theme. Wow, we're getting a nice. Actually, is this Corneria? No, this is Venom. This is the Venom theme. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is rocking. I like it. This is the first time I've heard this one. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, I think this game does have some music. We'll see. Yeah, it does. All right, let's do a new game. And resource multiplier, enemy ship count multiplier, chance of pirate appearance. Medium. Yeah, there's we'll do medium, and we'll say all right, we'll do that. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes on just the regular default settings. Hopefully, as it loads. Gonna give it a moment here. It was supposed to be a routine flight to a nearby mining colony. Nothing indicated that fate had something entirely different in store for you. You're captured by pirates roaming the asteroid belt and forced into slave labor. After many days, you managed to escape, stealing one of their ships. Unfortunately, your escape didn't last long. All right. Well, that could have gone better. Collect resources from the asteroid. Left click to begin extracting materials from the asteroid's surface. We need 20 regolith. Okay. Build 6 foundations. Right click to open the build menu and place the first blocks for your future base. All right. So, foundations. All right. Salvage parts from the crash ship. Left click on the wreck to begin dismantling. Okay. Build a power plant. Right click to open the build menu and begin constructing your base's power source. Okay. Buildings. How do I rotate the LR? Oh, I need resources for it. I need regolith, chondrite, and ice. Can I do auto production? Okay. Space concrete, regolith, chondrite, and ice. All right, let's go grab some of that. Then we need some ice. More than what I need. Okay, so now I should be able to come over here and place the building. There we go. Build a factory, right click to open a build panel and begin constructing a production facility. Okay. So let's go back to foundations. Okay. Need a lot more regolith here. I think, where's my, don't I have skills? Yeah, here we go. Skills, I got 7 skill points. So let's, put 2 in there. Well, I didn't actually want to put all 5 in there, but that's, I forgot I couldn't just remove them again, but okay. Although you can reset. You can reset here, I guess. 3, 2, 2 there. That's a little better. Which is gain another level anyway. All right, let's go do that. All right, factory. So I need space concrete, which is automatically being produced now from the resources that I have. There we go. Cool. Build a refinery. Refinery. Go there. So I have to I'll put auto production on for that. So you can see what I need for it. All right, so I think I have enough ice. It's like maybe I just need more regolith, maybe. Yeah, actually that's 21, 23, 24, 25. All right, we got enough there. So we'll do refinery. Build a habitat. I need a bunch more regolith so I can just get through that. Let me do all minor skills there. Uh-oh. I fell through the world. That's not good. It's not good at all. Is there a H return to base? Oh, here we go. Put me right above it. Okay. Okay, so that's the building. Factory. Produce ready to deploy structures. So these concrete and have the factory create that, but then how do I so refinery then, right? So how is that? Support system habitat. So how does this get? So it needs more life support system, which is. It looks like it's producing it, maybe, but it's out of ice. I think that's the problem. I think I need more ice for that. Okay. So that was. It needs a lot more ice. Okay. It needs a lot more ice. All right. I was just wondering there. It's just counting as regolith. Skills, let's do even more there. So get even more resources from every bite here. I don't know what that sound was, but hopefully it wasn't a bad sound. Okay, it looks like, okay, so it made a habitat. Cool. Cool. So if I just right click, I have access to it maybe? Let's see, let's walk back here for a second. So I'm not in the way of it. Okay. Buildings unlocked. Build a shipyard. So how's this doing? Great building. So requirements for level 2. Okay. Habitat there. Build a shipyard. So if I go into the factory here, can I just build the shipyard from here? Can I queue it up? So we need a lot of construction plates. A lot of concrete, and then we need a lot of construction plates. Which is what? What is that made of? I have no idea. I guess we'll just gather some more stuff and see where we end up here. Doing with our skills, let's do that. Okay, well I can monitor from here that it's doing stuff. That's good. It's good to see. Factory. Oh, okay, so I can see everything from here. Refinery. Habitat, factory. Okay. Everything's immediately going towards it, so I don't have to like run back and forth, which is nice. So I wonder if that's telling me that it's blocked. Construction plates. Oh, that needs chondrite. Okay. So come over here. Okay. All right, so that completed. Yes, that ding must mean that it's the ding must mean it's done. So I guess we need to make some more foundations then. And buildings. Shipyard. Okay. Build a mining ship in the shipyard. Can I do that from here? Shipyard. Mining ship. Construction player. Okay. So it just has to make plates then. Where's the there it is. Plates. Okay, so it just needs chondrite for that. Let me just get a little bit more regolith here so I can make it so it's not floating in midair. Not that it really matters. Yeah, if you're setting out to make a colony that looks good in this game, I don't think that's I don't know if that's possible. Okay, so a bunch of chondrite here. Let's look at our skills again. A lot more every time we do something. That'd be great. Get more from less. And okay. And I'll pump those into there. And then how are we doing with the looks like it completed. Maybe? Looks like it completed. I guess I can't really see it from there. So... okay. So what do I do here? Build a mining ship in the shipyard. I'm trying to do that. Oh, I see. Okay, now I build it. How do I how do I place this in such a way that I can actually get on into it? I guess that's how. Okay. Produce fuel in the refinery and mining probes in the factory. Approach the ship and press F to enter. If fuel is stored in the base container, the ship will be refueled automatically upon entry and then dragged. Okay. Produce fuel in the refinery. Ice and nickel. Ice and nickel. A whole lot of ice there, unfortunately. Okay. I guess we made, or we had some nickel ore, I guess, already. Refinery. Alright, well, there's the 10 fuel. Fly your newly built ship and investigate the signal in the space marked with a question mark. Okay. It's very, very difficult to work with here. Struggling a bit. No mining probe. Oh, do I have to make... I had to make mining probe, didn't I? Mining probes, didn't I? Well, let's see. How do I can't sleeve ship that way? Factory, what do I have to make? Mining probes. Make 10 of them. See if that somehow works. Maybe. Maybe that works. I still need some chondrite there, it looks like. Maybe. There we go. I guess I need more. Okay. So I got nine probes. I think. Okay. So how do I turn on my jetpack here? Get back up to my ship. Oh, there's the question mark. Okay. How do I... There we go. Managed to jump high enough. There it is. So do I have the mining probes on board? I think I have one. Oh, whatever. We have one mining probe. Let's just go see what this is about. Yeah, it's a little it's a bit janky to try to control and everything. Press tab to open a ship panel. Drag the survivor's icon to the pilot's slot. Turn to base and exit the ship. Huh? Ship container. Wait, what? Searching wrecks and by destroying pirate transfers. Oh, I guess because we searched that wreck, we brought all the survivors on board. I guess. Okay, it was not clear to me that we were just by getting close to it that we were doing that. The power plant and what? Raise it to level 2. Oh, because it needs survivors, which we have, but I don't know how to. How do you dock? F is leave ship and docking. What? We have survivors here, base containers. So can I drag them over to here? Okay. They need to explain things a little bit better. Alright, so just tab, select the power plant, and then upgrade building. Does not meet the requirements. Oh, it needs construction plates and space concrete. Construction plates and space concrete. This needs fuel. Clear that. That needs ice. Clear that out of there. What are we trying to do? Factory. Planner. Is that what I wanted? I'm not sure that's what I wanted. Maybe it is what I wanted. It's doing this. It's making the space concrete that I need. Okay, I guess that worked. Press tab and click the plus icon to upgrade building level. Okay. I'm navigating it. It's taking me a bit. Okay, what is it? So I need more chondrite. Or chondrite, I guess, is the more proper way of saying it. Surprised they don't have like a mining facility that will just automatically do this for you. I mean, maybe they do at some point, but and I haven't made it to that point yet, but okay, so factory upgrade. We need concrete. We need regolith for that, okay. And pump that up even more, 180%. So we should be able to upgrade that now. Build a defensive tower to protect the base from attacks. Laser tower here. Electronic circuits. What is that? What does that take? I can't really see right now. Silicon, okay. Silicon ore is from regolith. Ah, alright. So more regolith is needed. I think that's really the hard part right now is figuring out what it actually needs. Which is why I think it's weird that it doesn't automatically, like we don't have a mining rig or something that will automatically pick up the raw resources. Unless I've completely overlooked where it's at, which I mean is par for the course for me. They only have 2 survivors left. I don't know if the other ones died or if it just they've moved into the other slots here. Needs even more regolith. Alright. Nickel ore is from chrondites, chondrite, whatever. I don't know. Whatever it's called. Okay. What does that get me? It looks like it's finished. All right. Port. Oh, there is a mine. I was gonna say. Surprised we haven't been doing that yet. Laser tower. Oh yeah. Okay, so these take one survivor. Okay, so they are doing that. All right. So I don't have enough energy though. I did update the upgrade the. I did upgrade the thing though, right? Well, how is that supposed to work? How is this a tutorial if they're destroying me here? Because I don't have the Well, what the hell, man? G10. Power plant. Well, what the hell? Why didn't it tell me to upgrade the power plant to level 3 if there's not going to be enough power for this? Okay. Well, I'm done with that game then. Well, that's frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, that's really frustrating. Um, don't do your tutorials that way. Like, like if you're going to rebalance stuff, like you've got to like play your damn tutorial that you made and make sure it makes sense. Like that's frustrating. That's super frustrating because it's like they just instantly appear, and I don't have enough power because it didn't tell me to make enough power for the laser turret. Um, because I thought it was a guided tutorial. Apparently, it's not. Apparently, they're just like, screw you. Uh, this is what you get for buying the game, dumbass. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. That really pisses me off. Um, because that's not how like a tutorial should. If you're going to say, if you're going to end the tutorial, then say this is the end of the tutorial. You'll have to take it from here, kind of thing. Not, oh, by the way, as soon as you put a laser turret down, you're going to be completely decimated and destroyed because we didn't prepare you for it. Like, what the hell, man? Um, yeah, that sucks. I think the game is, it's definitely ambitious. It's definitely very, very indie and janky. Um, and I'm okay with the jank. I just, and I'm okay with what the game is kind of doing. Like I like what the game is doing. I think it's just, yeah, I think the tutorial is bad, and I think they need to rethink how they onboard players onto the game. Right, like long ago, it should have told me, oh, here, make a mining facility so that you're not doing stuff by hand anymore. You know what I mean? Like it like that should have been one of the earliest things to do, right? Maybe even before doing the shipyard, it should have been prepare for a mining rig, um, because you're trying to get the player to understand the cycle of things and to be prepared to actually move off this asteroid and do things. Um, and I get it, you know, they had to go out to, you had to make it to go out to get the survivors, but honestly, you could have easily put another crashed ship on the planet, or on the asteroid, and then said, "Oh, here's some survivors here." Or you could have had one crash land after us, you know, and have some survivors on it, or something to that effect. You know, like there's it just it's really strange that a tutorial doesn't actually prepare you for the game, and that's frustrating. But I say that, and I like what's here. I like what the game is doing. I just I'm pissed off that it pulled it rug pulled me, um, more than anything else. So all right. I mean that's Wreckborn. It's early access, I believe. I'm fairly certain this is still early access, right? Uh, well, it's not technically early access, but they're definitely still working on it. Like this is like a very early build, because there's new features and fixes coming down and stuff like that. So it's still being actively developed. Um, and yeah, I think. See, I was torn about this because the first 15 minutes I played, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that this is a thing. This looks interesting. And I was torn about streaming it because I'm like, does it need to cook longer or is it there yet? And honestly, I yes, it should cook longer, but also it's pretty advanced right now. Um, and it just has a bad uh, new player experience, I guess, is really the thing. Which could make or break a game. If the game has a bad new player experience, it could be it people are going to bounce off of it and probably get refunds and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like, your new game experience has to be, you really got to flesh it out before you say, yes, I want people to play this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think that's the only thing it's really failing right now. The other thing is, I don't know how, like, it doesn't feel like they have any kind of proper docking uh, implemented in the game, unless the port does the docking thing instead of the shipyard. Like, you don't dock with the shipyard, dock with the port. So maybe the port is where you would start to do some docking. But then again, if that were the case, why weren't we making the port before we made the ship? You know what I mean? Like, there's things here that are just, it feels out of order. It feels very out of order, of what you would expect. Like, I would expect, like, if I'm approaching this from like we'll say a space engineer's perspective, which it kind of feels a little bit like a space engineer's kind of thing, a tiny bit. Uh, if I were approaching it from that perspective, before you leave your starting asteroid, you really ought to have one of everything that you're going to need. You may not have all the upgrades. It may only be like level 1 facilities, but you probably should have one of every facility. And the tutorial should do that before you ever even leave that asteroid. It should be like, okay, before you go, you need a place to land. You're going to be coming back here, so you're going to want a place to land. So here's a port, and you're going to want, a mining facility and all this stuff. Like, it should take care of all that stuff before you actually leave. Now, they kind of paint themselves in a corner a little bit with the survivors mechanic. I get it. Like, you have to find survivors, and I think that's a good mechanic. I just think that for the early game, in order to be more accessible to the players who are just coming into your game, you could just have a scripted event where, a ship crashes down near your base or something, or at least a ship spawns in near your base and it has some survivors on it or something, something to that effect, where you can gain access to it without needing a ship of your own. And then, or maybe like an escape pod or something. Maybe it's not an entire ship. Maybe it's just like an escape pod or what have you. Something like that. That could then tie into, that would then, teach the players, like, yes, survivors are important, in order to expand. You know what I mean? Like, the survivors mechanic, to me, finding survivors is the thing that will stop you from expanding too fast, and that's why I'm okay with it. But you've got a chicken and egg problem where you need them in order to even make it off the first asteroid you crash land on, and but you also don't have all the resources you need to smoothly transition, all the buildings you need to smoothly transition from the asteroid back to space, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some push and pull there. There has to be some kind of give, some kind of balance put in place for that. Because I get that a lot of devs are so obsessed with, like, difficulty. My game's got to be the most difficult thing around. It's got to be punishing. It's like, well, sure, but if you're going to give difficulty options, or even if you don't give difficulty options, you still need to ramp up. Like if you're just like, well, oh well, it's going to be that difficult from the get go, you're just going to lose a lot of people who are just like, you know what, I don't have time for this shit. I got there's thousands of other games I could be playing, you know. This one just goes back onto the shelf, kind of thing, right? So it's like you kind of have to bite the bullet and be like, all right, let's ease people into it first, because I see that um, mistake being made a lot with a lot of these indie games where they're just like, we're gonna be Nintendo hard. And it's like, well, even Nintendo hard ramped up, to being that hard. You know what I mean? Um, and most people don't look upon Nintendo hard as being as like, yes, it's nostalgic, but most people don't look upon it with the uh what's the word I want to say, with excitement. They're just like, oh yeah, that was terrible, I hated that. It's more like it. A few really thrive on it, but most were just like, nope, no thanks. I'll go play something else. um so yeah, I think this is a very, very, very good start. um it's Yeah, it's a very, very good start. um it's a shame that it's not really a one of the one of the one of the problems you run into with a game like this where you craft the base is that you're going to find people who really want to spend a lot of time making it look good. And I hate to say it, but this is ugly as hell. The base foundation, everything is just ugly as hell. Things don't look, things don't go together too well. It doesn't. I guess there's a consistent style to these buildings, but it's like, yeah, like you're not going to win anybody over who wants to try to make the prettiest base they can make. It doesn't have, you don't need that for a game like this. I'm just saying it's going to be probably one of those things that people are like, yeah, it was okay, but it got really old really fast because I couldn't really build something with my own, like, that fit my personality or my style. so anyway, this has been Wreckborn, friends. All right, let's pop on over to something else right now while we listen to Katamari Damacy. All right, so I'm gonna jump on over to the Artisan of Glimmith here. Let's see if, what do I have? Let's add this here. That there. I'll get the link in a second. Where's the thing at? And let's grab the link. Put that up here. Alright, save that. And then we got to see what we can do with Twitch here. Let's see, set game. Is that, did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. For Christ's sake. Could we please copy that? Thank you. Okay, well that worked. And I'm guessing I'm gonna try it, but I have a feeling it's not gonna work here. Nope. And now the worst part is I'm not gonna be able to get this to switch back over to gaming, am I? God damn it. It's a pain in my butt. Let's see if I gotta do it through the other interface. Come on, where's the thing at? Oh, I gotta sign it. Hang on. 1 second. Hide. Oops. Hide that. There we go. Wrong button. Okay, sign in. And I gotta fix this damn thing. Go. Alright. Keep that category there. Alright, that's better. Alright, we've switched categories successfully. Alright, my friends. So let's fire this up. And we'll bring the music down while this loads. Because this does have its own music. Okay. Okay, my friends. So we're going to play The Artisan of Glimmith. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is by the same devs that did Islands of Insight, which was a puzzle game, an MMO puzzle game for some reason, that no longer is an MMO. Like, I mean, that was a bad idea from the beginning, so it doesn't surprise me that they've shut their servers down. However, before they shut the servers down, I believe they made it so that Islands of Insight works offline now entirely, which it should have been in the first place. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were smoking over there. But so I liked Islands of Insight. I think the only thing that held it back was the terrible servers that they were running on, because it kept teleporting you back 5 seconds. But I like the concept of it. It's a puzzle world, a whole world of puzzles, which is good. And they're all sort of for want of a better term, fill in the blank puzzles, you know, like colored puzzle kind of things. I mean, they had a couple different ones, but this one is kind of the same play on that. This is like you're rebuilding stained glass windows. I've played a little bit of it just to get a feel for it, and I've solved 6 puzzles there. So we're going to do a brand new save. Didn't get very far, obviously, but here we are. I can drag to explore, scroll to zoom. Okay. Dearest esteemed artisan, thank you for accepting my invitation to restore the artworks of Glimmith. On that point, I have only one request. When shaping each piece of glass, you must follow the rules very closely. I care only about the shapes. Let your creativity run free with the colors. Okay. Progress is saved automatically. So all regions must be this shape. There we go. Right click and drag to erase. All regions must be this shape. Shapes can be rotated. Z to undo, Y to redo, and R to restart. All regions must be this shape. That. You can choose colors freely even after completing the panel. Okay. All regions must be that shape. That is what that is down there, but I'll click on it. Mirror reflections of shapes can also be used. Okay. Right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Wait, no, I did this wrong. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Drag from corners along dotted lines to place metal borders. Use them to mark edges you're absolutely sure of. Okay. All regions must be this shape, so it's 2, 4, 6. Okay. So that one. Okay. So, let's see. That's got to be there. That's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Okay. There it is. All right, restore your first window. 7 of 9. What does that mean? Hope this letter finds your best spirits and craft. There's much work to be done. Those window frames show your restoration progress. Each glasswork we restore contributes to a window. Complete windows to progress onward. Oh, here we go. This one here. I was like, that looked like one. All regions must be that shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that can't be it. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Hmm. Mm-mm. There it is. Okay. Cool. 8 of 9. Is there another one around here? Ah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, huh? So your first window silver. Okay. Trying to count around to find secret puzzles. Oh, there's one. All regions must be this shape. So it's... Okay. It's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Like that. There we go. Flawless solve. Solve the difficulty 3 or higher puzzle perfectly. Alright. And gild your first window. Okay. All regions must be one of these shapes. Either 3 or that. Okay. Use tab to switch to coloring, border drawing, and note-taking modes. Oh, there's a note-taking mode? Oh. Okay. Either 4 down or in a cluster. So... You can complete the entire panel in border drawing mode if you prefer. Oh. That's fine. Either the regions must be either 3 down or 2 and then 2. Nah. Let's see. Shift click or middle click to place metal borders around an entire shape. You can use this to mark regions that you're absolutely sure of. Oh, okay. Shift click. All regions must be one of these shapes. 3 down or 4 down. Okay. Power cannot be rotated. Regions must be one of these shapes. 4 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's not even numbered here. So thinking 3 in the corner. No, it's got to be the 4s have to be in the corners, right? If I do this, I do this, I do that. Yeah, that works. First step here is not obvious. Instead of guessing, try joining cells that you know are connected. Try joining cells that you know are connected. See. So this would have to be... Wait. No. can't be that. I feel like this is going to be that, just because of how that works there. Problem is this one. Try joining cells that you know are connected. So that can't be that. Okay. Yes, the problem is we're trapped over here though. Right, because I'm going to be left over. I'm going to have 2 left over. If I go 1, 2, boom, boom. Yeah, that's not going to work that way. Unless I do... No. No. Because I can't flip that around the other way, can I? I can. Try to tilt my head around here. Okay, I saw it right at the end there. It's like, okay, yeah, I could kind of flip that the other way. Oof, that was getting me there. Restore your second window. Okay. Need 6 of 9 for silver, huh? Borders must always separate 2 different regions. All regions must be one of these shapes. That's what, 4 across, 4 down. Okay. And then... Okay. Puzzles can always be solved with logic. Guessing is never required. You don't understand how my brain works. All regions must be one of these shapes. Yeah, I knew I was going to paint myself into a corner there. Quite literally. I mean, these have to be the corner pieces, right? Or the L-shaped pieces, I mean. Yeah, he threw that in as a red herring. I was like looking at it again, I'm like, okay. Each puzzle has a single unique solution. Did it to me again. Did it to me again. Okay. That's silver. And what do we need for gold? One more point for gold. I can find it. Oh, I think I see something over here. Maybe. See something moving over here, and I can't. You said the camera can't be rotated, right? So does that mean, by saying that, does that mean I can't? Oh, here we go. You can hit it through here. It's like, where am I going to put that? So either 3 down, 4 down, or 5 down. I mean, 3, yeah, whatever. Um, hmm. Go. Okay. The areas ahead contain a vast collection of glasswork designs, but fear not, you need only complete a fraction of them to restore the windows. If ambition beckons, complete more glassworks to metallicize the frames and reveal extra challenges. If you thoroughly master an area, its frame will become gilded. Yeah, okay. I've already kind of figured that out, but thanks. We got like different paths you can go down now. That's cool. The hell is this? Delta. The 2 regions touching the symbol must be different shapes. Okay. So this has to be this, this, this. Oh wait, touching these shapes? So only from... So this one doesn't have to... So these sides don't have to conform to it necessarily? Is that what that's saying? So if I do that, that's valid, right? Okay. Okay. I think I get that. So it's just the ones that are touching the symbol, not the ones that aren't. Okay. So 4 down or a box of 4. Okay. What is this? Gemini. The 2 regions touching the symbol must be the same shape. Okay. Okay. Uh... Okay. What about this side? Rows, windows. Each region contains exactly 1 of each symbol. Okay, now we're getting complicated. Exactly 1 of each symbol. One of each symbol. Okay. Whoop, nope. All right. Yeah, I see what they're saying. That's going to be really difficult. Press Q to flood an entire region with color. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's do this one first. That can't be it either. Because that blocks that top one, so it's got to be this. Right? I don't think it's that either. How would you get an unbroken thing to this guy? Except you'd have to go this way. So this would have to be that. Yeah. Nope, that's not it. Then there we go. Okay. Yeah, once you get that first one that is kind of correct, then everything else starts to like make sense. One. Okay. So 3. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Oh, let's see. Either U-shaped or 4. It's not going to work. This has to be U-shaped, right? Well, it has to be 4, right? It can't be, because you have to be able to... This has to be 4. This has to be 4. Right? There it is. Yeah. Okay. Because I was envisioning it a smaller U, and then I realized no, it's 3. So there's like, yeah, visual orientation, not my strong suit. Okay. Why are these still... Did I not... I thought I did these already. I guess I didn't do these already. So these are already filled in then, right? Or no, this is the background. Okay. So that. Oops, not that way. This way. Okay. So 2. So either. Okay, so this is going to be this. Wait, what? Three across and 1 down. Am I... Am I not? Wait. Oh, I guess I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay. So L-shaped or the other, okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you have that. No, it's gotta be the same, right? Okay. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Let me see. Because it seems like this is going to require me to do that. Which means these other things are going to require that too. Hmm. How would that work? Um. Like that. Yeah, I was like, okay, something, because everything was like falling into piece the way it should have been, but yeah, that one was needed to be rotated there. Okay. So 4. Okay. There's one hidden in the well. All regions must be one of these. So 1. 1, 2. And 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Those have to be different. This is 1, 2. Around that way. Which means it's got to go. So this one has to be. So just a mirror image, right? No, that one's got to be different. How do you make that one different? It would have to be touching for it to be different, right? Because it can't be this shape. But it also has to be that shape. Yeah. Unless it's like that. Yeah, but then there's no. Oh. How the frig is this supposed to work? Can't really even, because this has to be the same, and this has to be different. So yeah, that works though, doesn't it? Oh no, it doesn't, because it's going to be, if that's that way, then it can't possibly be that way, because there would be a, because we have this hole here. Yeah. Gonna run afoul of one of them. So I feel like it's gotta be this on this side. But how do you make that different there without blocking this other one from working? It would have to be. It would have to go. One, two. I have to rotate the other way here, right? So it's gonna go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's not it. That's not it. But it is kind of the right idea. Or I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now where do I put the other 2 at? Um, See, again, it stops me from doing the other one. Okay. I had to change that one to up there. Huh. Alright. That one had me right and truly stumped. Gemini and Delta window. Restore that one. This is difficulty level 4. All regions must be one of these shapes, 2 or 3. Okay. kind of fell into place once I was starting to go around the horn. It's helpful to use colors or notes to mark which shape occupies a cell. Is it? Is it helpful? Well, this has to be 2. Which means this has to be 3. Which means this has to be 2. Which means this has to be 3. That way. It's not going to work. This could actually be anything it wants to be because it's not connected to that. So this is... This will have to be 3. This will most likely be 3. No. Be 2. I'm leaving stuff in the middle though. You know, let's do this. That one has to be that. Well, it's not true. Yeah, leaving me up here where I can't really do that. There you go. Okay. Okay. Two or four. Okay. It's two or a square. Yeah, this one has to be... First of all, this one has to be that. And this one has to be that. And that one can't be that. was kind of ugly. That was kind of ugly, but figured it out. Oh, right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. How does that look? That's 1, 2. Two, 1, 2, 3. Is that how that goes? 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. One, 2, 1. Doesn't look right. Is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Because that would make everything on this other side having to be the other thing. Which, well, yeah, I think I can make that work. Let's do that. Do that. Um, hmm. I can't go that way, right? Well, it can go this way. Hmm. Like, there's got to be some trick there, and that's what it was. Solve a heart-shaped puzzle. Oh, okay. $19 of 21 on that. We'll do maybe one more here. 1, 2, 3. This has to be 3. It has to be. And yet can't be, because that's got to be 2 on that side. Because I can only do 2 on that side. Well, yeah. All right. Two. There it is. Like, once I figured the 1 out, it was like, the rest kind of fell into place. So 1 there. So there's no way I can use this shape, right? Because then it's going to leave that. Well, no, that's not true, because there's a 1 square thing. So if I did do 4 here, no, do 1, 2, 3, do that. won't work out that way. I think that has to be that. What about down here? See, this now can't go down here because it'll touch that. So this would have to be like that or just a single. Hmm. Okay. That felt kind of ugly, but it worked. It felt kind of ugly, but it worked. Okay. Hmm. 2, 3. Four, 5. Okay. Satisfied those at least. It's going to be kind of the same deal here, except these have to be the same. Okay. It's not going to quite work that way, though. No, that did work out. It just didn't work out with what was remaining. I'll approach it from, I think, the other side here. I can't really, can I? Well, I can. Sort of. Because I'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 1. Two, three, one. So it still gives me this problem here, this gap. I'm fairly certain the ones up top are correct. Although I could do 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. I mean, I probably have, maybe I have to no. I don't think I can rearrange the top there because they have to all be different. And this here doesn't have any restrictions. So I could do that, but then I don't, these two are still a problem. Unless I, maybe if I move this one over to here, so it'd be one. How would I do that? I can't really do that, can I? Because it has to be, because it would come out this way, which it doesn't have enough room to do. So we do 1, 2, 3, 1 like that, right? I don't think this is going to work, but let's just plot this out. No, that's not going to work. There's no way to plot that out. I feel like this one has to be laying down. So it has to be 3 and then 1. Puts me right back in the same place I was. Or I do... What if I did like this? Like that. Maybe this has to be the same. It has to be a little bit bigger. Which pushes everything out a bit. That leaves me with an odd number of things. I feel like that has to be that way. Hmm. This top is going to change. Not sure how that's going to change, though. That has to kind of be the 3, right? I just ended up with the same pattern I had. That's not going to work. Yeah, I don't see how else this would go. I'm not seeing it right now. Unless I can... See, I can't really move that around either up here, can I? I can't, like, push them to the side because this guy won't have any access then. There really is no getting around it, is there? Okay. Yeah, I'm really stumped on this one because they both feel like they only have the one solution. So one, two, three, four. Like this one has to come out this way, right? At least to make room. I can't do 3 here because it would block this entirely, so it's gotta go 3 and 1. Right, like it's gotta be this way. Like I can't see that working any other way. So then how did these work when they have to be the same? Like this one almost has to be laying down. Right? But you can't complete that middle one that way. Right, like this here needs to be part of this. Because this one can only go really one way. I mean, it can go I mean, technically you could go 4 up and 1 over, but I don't have 4 on the other side. It really can't go 4 up. It's got to go 3. So how do you resolve the stuff in the middle? Yeah, this one I'm stumped on. Because the bottom I feel like has to go the way that is. It's really the only way that's going to work. The top, how would I rearrange the top? Let me see. Like that maybe. And then still left with one empty one though. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because I can't even do that. Because there's nowhere for this to go then. If I do that, because there's no 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 is the highest. 4. think I got it. Wait a minute. Wow. Okay. It's almost what I had before, isn't it? But this, I think I shortened this side up, maybe? I don't know. It suddenly like fell into place and I was like, I don't know how I did, I'm looking at it like, what did I actually change? Did I actually change anything? I don't know. But clearly I did. All right, my friends. We're gonna have to stop there. I like this. This is a good puzzle game. I'm enjoying this. I figured I would enjoy it. Since it is by the people who did Islands of Insight, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, this is really nice and cozy. But that's been the Artisan of Glimmith, my friends. And that'll do it for me for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We took a look at Wreckborn. We took a look at the Artisan of Glimmith. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow night. I've been tempted to, like, maybe I'll feel like I'm in the mood to do some docks. I don't know. I have to kind of be in the mood for it. I was kind of like maybe holding that off till the weekend or something. I was going to look at Truck Mechanic Dangerous Paths. It's another janky one. You can see I've played about 30 minutes of it because I was having some performance issues too with it, but I think I've figured some of those out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have to see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow night, my friends. We'll leave that for tomorrow. We'll leave that question for tomorrow. See what I'm in the mood for. But if you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that would be really swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
To a man who has "Welcome Aboard" tattooed on his penis.